guys, if you're interested in my art and want to commission a piece, contact me through my Gmail at natnickyartcommissions@gmail.com. Details and contact links are in the description down below. Now enjoy the video. Hey guys, it's Natcraft here bringing you part 2 of our Snow White's Cottage. We did a pretty good amount last episode, considering it was the first episode. But, just like last time, I am using some stock photos I have from Disney screen caps. I am using my iPad as reference for the Snow White movie. And this is so far what we got. Last thing we did was make the staircase, because it actually looks a lot longer, which means this has to extend further out here. So let's just take this part off. We're just gonna go right in, waste no time, because I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know how long this particular episode is gonna be. Kind of weird recording on a Friday at 7 o'clock at night, only because it's perfect time to record. Because for one thing, I tried recording Disney Magic Kingdoms today, and it didn't really work out, which is unfortunate because today I got Hank, the octopus from Finding Dory, and I'm still working out to the mission to get Dory. So right now that's where I am, and I did talk about a little bit of what's going on in the Walt Disney World Resort, particularly in Epcot, and since this is a Disney Galore episode, we should just talk about that right here. So if you guys don't follow Walt Disney World Magic, which is the app I use to learn about the news going on in Walt Disney World in general, now that Hollywood Studios has gotten a plethora of upgrades with the recent opening of Star Wars Land, Epcot is now up next for massive upgrades, and the first thing I noticed is that they changed the logo. It's no longer this colorful, creative logo. It's actually a very simple, clean look. And you know what? As much as I still prefer the original logo of Epcot, I actually don't mind this look because it kind of fits with the theme. Epcot's more of that, there's food first of all, but it has that sci fantasy aspect to it. It's a futuristic world. So that's why it works. It'll probably grow on me. It's certainly better than the Disney Plus logo. I still don't like the logo they chose for Disney Plus. I think they should have gone a little bit better with the creative aspect of that logo. But hey, everyone has their own preference to something. I think this works for Epcot, even though I still prefer the original logo. But other things that are coming to Epcot is a Moana attraction that's going to be taking place. It's going to be the replacement for the Innovation Building? I think that's what it's called, Innovation Building? Well, there's going to be a picture on the screen. This is going to be the new map, or at least the concept art of what the new area is going to look like for Epcot on the right side. It's going to be right next to Living Seas, which is where the Innovations building was previously. And as you can see, there is no building whatsoever. There used to be a building similar to the one on the left side where the Guardians of the Galaxy ride is right now, and Test Track and Mission Space. So that's what it's looking like right now. It's a lot more open. It's actually very, very pretty, and it kind of fits with that particular area of the park. Not only is Figment there, which is I still love. I wish they'd do more with Figment, but thankfully they haven't gotten rid of him. Imagination. But yes, it's going to be a lot more open. It's always been more of an animal or more environmental area of the park, if you will. In the north side of the park is the World Showcase, which is where all the food is and all the great places to be. And on the left side is more technological. So on the right side, it's a little bit more environmental. Think of it more like a sci-fi Animal Kingdom aspect of it. It's kind of going a little bit off more than that's the best way I can describe it though. This should be where the wall ends, I think. Because once the burrow's right there, there's a long table where they all sit. Okay, and then there's the kitchen area. Alright, I think that'll be good for now. So as I was saying, yes, Epcot is getting a lot of renovations and upgrades, and it starts with, one of the bigger ones is Moana, and it's actually like I don't know if it's going to be a walkthrough attraction in the sense of just walking through the stuff that's going on in Moana's world. It could be a boat ride like they do with the Three Caballeros in Mexico. That's how I was going to say it. I don't know why I stuttered. But there's that. It could also be like how they do it in the Living Seas attraction, where it's just going through a little bit with Finding Nemo and friends. So I don't know how it's going to be. They just announced it's going to be at Epcot, and it's replacing that particular building, which I'm excited for the upgrades for Epcot. Next to Hollywood Studios, it did need a massive upgrade, and yeah, we knew the upgrades that were coming, but now I think it's coming in full full circle. But that was pretty much what was going on in the DMK game. There wasn't really much going on, so that's why I was talking about what's going on in the resorts. And I didn't talk about the whole Spider-Man thing. I think I talked about it last time. Yeah, the Spider-Man Sony thing. I still am not going to talk about it because I don't want negativity. And I'm going to be ranting if I talk about it. So I'm not going to go through with it. Okay, this actually looks a lot bigger, but hey, it works. I should actually make more of these beams. Let's see, because it's actually flat here. Hold on. Yeah, okay. It's actually flat across here. It's gonna be weird though because of how big this is. We'll leave it at this for now because it is supposed to be bigger than this part, but I think it's supposed to be as big as this. So we'll leave it at least 2 more bars and then we'll run across. Okay, let's just cover this part because we know this is gonna be where the fireplace is, and actually it's gonna be a lot bigger than this. So I think we should cut off maybe 3 more blocks right here. Okay, just making sure with that seam. Alright. Yeah, it should be about right. Perfect. Okay, and then it's a giant cobblestone thing. I think for the most part, what we're gonna do, because we're gonna have to replace this part with stone. I don't want the wood to be burning. It extends out. I would say it starts here because it's like a, how do I put it? Okay, let's try to make it with a different block so I can see, so I can try to explain as best as I can with this. Okay, so here, let's try like this. Actually, hold on. Maybe if we do it like this. There we go. Okay. Let's try like this real quick. Okay. And then this is supposed to be, I would say like right here. Okay. And then do we have slabs? Alright. Okay. Next is, it's gonna be like this, I believe. Okay. I don't know if my mom just got home. I actually really don't know if she got home just now. Okay, let's try it like, no, I messed it up, fudge! Okay, come on, got this. And then here. Yeah, it's supposed to be like going up, more up. Let me know how you guys are doing in the DMK progress. Even though this is not a DMK episode, I still want to know what you guys are doing. I always like to interact with you guys, especially with Disney stuff, but always with other things, of course. Hello. Okay, wait, no. This is actually supposed to be this color. What am I thinking? It's supposed to be like that, Nat. There we go. Because this is where they open the door. I guess we should start filling up the walls. Okay, let's see. So again, this whole part is going to be covered with stone, so that way we have no risk. Well, this part might change because this is supposed to be the outside of the house, and I think it's a different color to the chimney. So let's see. Alright, if there's a beam right here, if I'm in the right place, I believe it starts here. I believe. Okay, I couldn't fly for whatever reason, but okay. Alright, and then there's another one right here, because it aligns over there. So, let's try it up here. Okay, and then this goes across. Okay, and then over here as well. I'm sure it's supposed to align over here, I think. I have no clue, honestly. I hope it does. Let's see. Maybe I go back to the Whistle While You Work song? Or maybe in the scene where they're already looking into who's in the house. It looks like that there's a beam right here as well. because there's one that covers the part where the fireplace is. Alright, so... You know, let's just see how it looks. If anything, we'll figure it out together. Alright. Okay, and that means... It's just weird. There should be... If that's the case... Huh. Let me see. Keep going now. Keep going. Keep playing the video. And this, I think, wraps around the entire interior. Okay. Alright, if that's the case... Maybe there's a beam right here? You know, just for placement value to support this area? It could be the case, could it? I'm thinking out loud here. Looks like there's a beam over here on this wall. So, judging from, because they're on the scene where they're picking Dopey to go up the stairs to check out where the noise is coming from, I think that's the case. So, let's put it here for now. Alright. So, this has to wrap around here. Over there. Okay. So far, so good. So far. We're learning as we go. But I think we should start doing the beams again. So, I think... How did it start again? Okay, I skipped one and I just went over like that. Okay. It looks a little too big, or too tall, really, but I think this is the best we can do, considering with the square space and the amount that we're trying to make it as plausible and as accurate as possible. So, we'll see. We changed the rules up a little bit, and hey, we can always add like a beam, because it is supposed to be wrapping around in the middle, so we just have to count it and make sure it's just right. Hopefully it is. Okay, for sure there's a window over here. Yes, right there. So let's get the window pane and do it here. Alright. And then, do we have the window pane over here? Yeah, we did. Okay. So we got that window pane, and I think there's another one over here. This is where the sink is, for sure. Okay, and I think there's another one over here. I believe so. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely no window here. There's a bench. There's an actual bench here. I know for sure. So, it looks like this was actually supposed to go all the way over here, but it doesn't look like that's happening. I apologize for that. Okay, I'd say it extends out here, so let's do it like this. Oh boy. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because the hay is standing out with the red. Oh, you can always replace this part with another stone if anything, but it looks like it matches with the house, so I don't think it has to be that case. It just has to align with how this part looks. Okay, so we'll do one more layer of this. And then we start going upward. In. I would say about 3 times. Right here, and then there you go. So let's try like that. Just wrap it around. Ooh. not gonna look as accurate because from the picture, it looks like oh my gosh. The fireplace would start here, but it's not accurate when it's inside. When you look inside the house, so... Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright. So let's go one more in. 3 times once again. Ugh. Okay, there we go. No. 2. Okay, and then just do this part, and that'll be where the chimney is. Okay. I mean, I guess this is supposed to be a lot higher, but hey, it's still weird. Alright, so this is so far what we got. I have to change this part as well, but this is so far what it looks. Hiccup, right there. So this is what we got so far with the roof. This is the back way, and it's just covered up most of the part, and then this is how it looks on the other side. I fixed it up. And I'm working on this one right now because this square is supposed to be a window. So let's put it like that. And then we'll replace it with the bed, so that way, because we have the bed outside, so we don't have to do anything about it. All right, so no, this way, and then this I think is supposed to be up. Okay, and then here. Just trying to see how this will work. Okay, there's definitely an opening right here. And here as well, and then it's like this. Okay, and that should be it. And then this is going to be the closing part. Oh boy, the things I do. Okay, so if that's the case, oh wait a minute. Okay. Why not? Yeah, I guess it's supposed to work like that because it's almost as tall as the chimney. Alright, so let's do this again. He was so romantic, I could not resist. Someday my prince will come. Someday we'll meet again, and away to his castle we'll go, to be happy forever, I know. Someday when spring is here, we'll find our love anew. Someday when my dream comes true. Apologies if I burned your ears. It was pretty bad. I messed up a lot on that part. In fact, I think the whole thing. So it appears there are beams obviously on that side, but okay, let me get the wood again. Or at least this one. Okay. It looks like there's one placement here. So let's go right around and then see how that works. Okay. has to be very uncomfortable for your back. I'm watching the scene where they're all sleeping again, and Grumpy is sleeping in the bowl where the soup is. But then I'm looking at the other scenes, like, they must be very uncomfortable. Alright, so here... Okay, I'll fill that wall up on the other side. I'm just trying to make sure this is good. Which I believe it is, considering. Okay, let's try it like this. Okay, let's fill this part up. Maybe? Hold on. Higher up. Let's try like that. Okay. Because I think this is supposed to align with the wood beam right here, so let's see. What time are we on already? We're already at 51 minutes. Jeez, I need to end this soon. Okay, and then the last touch before we end this off, we're gonna add the, hang on, let's finish this wall up real quick. And then there. Okay, next we're gonna add the fence. Okay, yeah, that should be good. And it aims towards the cavern, so hey spider. Alright, that should be good. That should be good. Alright guys, that's gonna conclude part 2 of our 7 Dwarves cottage. I keep flipping it around with between Snow White and 7 Dwarves, but it's really the 7 Dwarves. But this is part 2 of the build. We did most of the roof. We had to alter the big wall right there, as you can see. And we did a little bit of the chimney. So hopefully in the next part, I don't know if it's gonna be the final part, I kind of doubt it. But we will be completing the next room, which is both the music room and the upstairs, which is where the dwarves sleep. If you guys like this video, give it a big thumbs up, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel for more gaming content, art videos, Disney content, and more to come on my channel. Check down the description down below, guys. All my social media is there, including my art commissions that are updated on my Twitter account. Also, be sure to hit the notification bell, guys, if you haven't already, so that way you know my next video goes live. And with all that said, I will see you all in the next video. Bye!